Hello everyone, Phoenix here. This is the introduction to the Effortless Spanish mini course. I am so happy that you're here. And the purpose of sharing this mini course with you is two things. Number one is to show you a new and different approach to learning languages by training your brain, using memory techniques, and using pattern recognition. And reason number two, quite bluntly, is that you get so excited about the techniques and the methodology that you'll see here that you will want to become a student of mine and join me in my program. Now, before we begin, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and why this program is different. So first of all, once again, my name is Phoenix. I'm from Aguada, Puerto Rico. I am a mentalist and a memory expert. And for many years, I have done shows about mind reading and doing feats of memory to astonish people. I wrote a giant book called Memory Mysteries: How to Have an Astonishing Memory in Just 30 Days. So I guess the real question is, how and why did I become a memory expert? It seems something very unusual to do. And quite bluntly, the reason is because my memory was actually terrible growing up. I thought there was something genuinely wrong with me. I always felt like I was the slowest one in the classroom. I always felt like I needed things explained to me a little bit slower. And for whatever reason, I always felt that all the students in the classroom were a little bit of a step ahead of me. And so therefore, I was not that good at school. Now, my first language is of course Spanish. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and I couldn't get English to stick into my brain for the life of me. Then a magician friend of mine, Herbert, gave me this very old VHS tape, okay? So when I put the tape on, there was this man on the screen doing incredible feats of memory. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, you can actually train your brain? There's a science to improving your memory and learning things faster? And then my second immediate thought was, oh my gosh, can I use this in school? Or better yet, why didn't they teach me this in school? And so I learned. And then all of a sudden, I was doing feats of memory to the students all over the school. And I would even challenge people. I would tell them, give me things to memorize, whatever you want, right? And they would give me names and numbers and objects. And I did. I was able to memorize everything. And then I got a little bit cocky and I started skipping class and waiting till the last, 3 days of the test. So I would, study in the last 3 days, just memorize all the notes that I got from the students and ace the test, which pissed off teachers so much. But anyway, that's a different story. The point is that I learned that the brain has a very particular way of learning. The brain loves learning through stories and associations. The brain needs to make meaning out of everything that it wants to learn. So if you play pictures in your head, movies in your head, if you make things comical and fun and funny, your brain is going to learn a lot faster. And so through time, I showed this stuff to my brother. He actually speaks many different languages. I use this for entertainment purposes. He actually used it to learn many languages, and he actually teaches sign language at a school currently. And so what we did is that we perfected those memory techniques throughout the years so that we can apply them to languages. And what we've learned throughout the years, right, is that if you use the traditional way of learning languages, which is full of just information, your brain is going to delete it. It's going to forget. If you don't have a way to make the information resonate, if you don't have a way for associating all the words that you're learning, your brain is just going to delete it. And no wonder it takes people many, many years, the average is 7, 8, 9 years, to learn a new language. And unfortunately, the reason that happens, right, is because they haven't taught us how to learn things, how to memorize things. If you don't have a way, right, to upgrade your brain so that you can store all these Spanish words, you're simply not going to remember them. And that's what makes my program different. There's no test, there's no homeworks, there's no studying syntax or subjunctive or all those traditional ways of learning languages, because the truth is that if you walk up to a native Spanish speaker and you ask them, what is the subjunctive and syntax in this sentence? They're not going to know. And yet they know Spanish. Do you know why? Because the way that we actually learn to speak languages when we were growing up is by listening to phrases. Okay, this is what we do in the program. We use memory techniques, we use pattern recognition, and intuitively you start picking up the language. So that's what we do here. We mimic the way that children actually learn languages. And we combine it and blend it with the best memory techniques so that you can take what would normally take you, 7, 8, 10 years and compress it to just a year or 6 months. I want to show you all the techniques that we use in this mini course, again, for 2 reasons. Number 1, so that you don't waste years and years of trying to learn Spanish. And number 2, so that you can become my students and join me in this life-changing program. The information that you're going to learn in this program is worth thousands of dollars. I have searched for many, many years the world's greatest language learners, and I've paid thousands of dollars to memory champions and polyglots to bring you the best practices in learning a language. But I've made it extremely affordable for everyone because I want to make an impact and share this methodology with as many people as possible. We even have a very affordable monthly payment that will cost you just pennies per day. So I will leave the link below this video so that you can join the program immediately. And this very month, you can learn thousands of words. The program is very flexible. You can take it at your own pace. Everything about this program was done with very busy schedules in mind. Or if you're not ready to jump in and join us and you still need a little bit more information, then check out the classes in the mini course. Alrighty, that's it from me. I will see you in the next one.